The morale of Russian troops in Ukraine is deteriorating as a result of attacks from Ukrainian Himars and warplanes, according to a senior U.S. military official. This assessment was made during the latest Pentagon briefing on the situation in Ukraine on Monday, held by a senior defense official and a senior military official, neither of whom were identified. The military official said the U.S. has received a good number of reports talking about the morale of the Russian soldier around Kherson, which he described as miserable.
Himars is just a truck, right? It's a truck that has a canister on the back that launches guided rockets. The munitions themselves, these Gimlers that I referred to earlier, are having a very profound effect. I mean, this is a 200-pound warhead. It's kind of the equivalent of an airstrike, frankly, a precision-guided airstrike. These are GPS-guided munitions. They've been very effective in hitting things that previously the Ukrainians had difficulty hitting reliably. So command and control nodes, sustainment and logistics hubs, key radar systems, and other things. And what it's done is it's made it more difficult for the Russians to move forces around the battlefield.
Gunfire was heard in Ukraine's Russian-occupied city of Kherson amid a reported counteroffensive to recapture Moscow-controlled territory in the south of the country. Kyiv's forces have been using U.S.-supplied Himars, a type of multiple rocket launcher developed in the late 1990s, to strike behind Russian lines. They added the Ukrainian Air Force is becoming more and more efficient and effective, causing further problems for the Russian side on top of already bad morale and bad troop numbers. Last week, President Vladimir Putin announced the Russian military will be increased by another 137,000 personnel, bringing its total on paper strength to 1.15 million. However, the senior defense official doubted the plan will significantly strengthen Russian forces in Ukraine. Speaking at the DoD briefing, they said, "This effort is unlikely to succeed, as Russia has historically not met personnel and strength targets." In fact, if you look at the Russian armed forces, prior to the invasion, they may have already been 150,000 personnel short of their million personnel goal. The official claimed Russia has been reducing recruit requirements in a bid to increase enlistment numbers, resulting in lower quality troops. They explained, they've done this in part by eliminating the upper age limit for new recruits and also by recruiting of prisoners. Many of these new recruits have been observed as older, unfit and ill-trained. That suggested that any additional personnel that Russia actually can muster by the end of the year, in fact, may not increase overall Russian combat power. Colin Kahl, the Department of Defense Undersecretary for Policy, estimated this month that Russia had suffered up to 80,000 soldiers killed or wounded since the start of the invasion on February 24. Over the past month, Ukraine has been using Himars to strike bridges across the Dnieper River, partially separating Kherson on the north bank from the main area of Russian control to the south. The military official said Ukraine has successfully built up its forces around Kherson, which are in much better number in terms of equality or parity in the south than they were initially up along the eastern portion of the battle space. On Monday night, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky vowed to liberate all parts of Ukraine under Russian control, including Crimea and parts of the Donbas region which Putin seized in 2014.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.